Hello and welcome to Creep on June. I hope that you are following along with this collaboration. It has been so much fun. I am going to share with you a lot of unfinished pieces that have been inspired by all the other makers in this collaboration in one way or another. I do have a project that I will be sharing that I hope is a different take than others have taken thus far, although my day is day 21 and I'm filming this a few days early. So who knows, maybe before my day actually airs, someone will have come up with this idea as well. But I'd just like to share with you a few things. You probably have heard, if you've been following along, how much this kit, the Halloween Matchbox Minis that Tracy has designed, goes along with her compendium kit. This is a folio that I started back when I first purchased her kit. As you can see, I didn't complete it. So I have the beginning of it, and I'm going to add this to now this new group of digitals, and I'm hoping that by Halloween or by October that I have all of these things completed. I'm very slow, but it's fun. So that is my folio. Then this is actually one of the digitals printed on fabric. It's very difficult to tell that this is fabric, and I have it glued and stitched onto part of a Amazon packing envelope. And then I have a variety of things cut out and ready to put this together and have a journal. And I'm going to be combining a variety of things. I did think about putting a matchbox on this. I might consider doing that as a closure, running ribbon through here. I don't know. I'm not sure. Something you could take off, obviously, so you could write in it, but maybe to include the matchbox in with this journal. We'll see. When Tracy asked me to participate in this, I was so thrilled and honored to be asked. And the very first thing that I made back before June 1st was this box. But since then, there have been lots of boxes made that are far more interesting than mine. But I thought he was fun. He's a skeleton head in a jar. I have a charm on here, a skeleton. And when you open it up, I have a skeleton remains inside there. That actually is a just plastic skeleton that I've had in my stash for a while. He was missing a leg, but it didn't matter, did it? I kept him, and I cut him apart additionally to get him to stick in this box, and I purchased that at the Dollar Tree. So that one's fun. Then these are just some of Tracy's boxes, and you have seen her put them together if you've watched her video. They're in various stages of completion. This one I have a pull on, which is still, I need to fortify this a little bit better. It's empty. This one has a book in it, and this book is the book that Tracy has in the kit. It's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is what the title is. I've put it all together, and then I used a piece of fabric to create the spine. And because of the way it's folded, it creates, there's pockets. Now you could glue those closed. You could glue the bottoms. I left them open. And there's a variety of these tags. I've not finished the tags. I didn't ink them. But I thought that would be fun to put all of that together in here and stick that in one of the boxes. And these, I think, boxes will make great little gifts for Halloween favors. This one, Tracy made one that she used the acetate, but hers is set down into the box, and when you pull it apart, it's a fake bottom in it, and there's stuff hidden underneath hers. I really like it. This is a die cut here. What I did with this, I did some stitching on it before I put it together. Then I took, these are two of the tags of the ladies, and I put ties on them so that they could go in this window in the front here. And I don't have anything inside the box as yet, but what I did is I put rickrack down the center and put it on here to make this easier, which it does make it easier, but it's still a little bit of a tug there. Added some charms to the end. And I'll put something in there, I'm not sure what. This one is, again, just the box, and I put a little bit of stickles on his eye. There's nothing in that one. Same thing with this one. Haven't done anything. This, I did put something on the eyes. I don't know if you can pick that up in the camera. And that one's empty. This I had from the Dollar Tree. They were mirror houses that you could hang on a wall, or you could fasten them to a wall. And I don't know if you could see it, but there's an owl behind here, and I have his eye with stickles in it. And I have some black fabric here. I'm sort of thinking they look like rose petals or flowers of some sort, and a bat there. And it too is, there's nothing in this box as yet, but we can certainly do that. Then this is one that I really like. This was a spider box, and I fussy cut the spider, and I used the diamond glaze dimensional adhesive on the top of that to give it that shiny appearance. And of course that's some dyed cheesecloth there. And I have a spider here, and you can pull that open, and I do have one of the little tags there, and I wrote "Eek" on there. Now one of the gals, oh, and I did add feet to this one by just putting gluing some pearls, or some beads, I mean, on the bottom, so that has feet on it. One of the ladies, she did, or she uses a piece of I can't think what it's called now. But anyway, there's a spider attached to it, and it pops up. You should look for her video. It's really a cute idea. This was inspired by Corey, and this is one of the magnet boxes, which I haven't really done anything to yet. I really do like this. Then this is one I really like. A piece of like lace with a dangle charm on it, and you can open this up all the way to create, and you can sit it like this on display, and there's decorations, images on both sides. Now I did print on this side, "Every day is Halloween, isn't it?" for some of us. That's a Tim Burton saying, quote. You could write something on there. If you didn't like that, you could cover it up and just put another image on there. But I thought that was fun. And tie that back up again. Then someone had done where they did a matchbox a real matchbox, and by that I mean, let's see, where did I do it? Oh, here. This is a real matchbox that you can buy in the stores for your candles or fireplace, whatever you want them for. And they are nice, sturdy little boxes, so I did use some of the compendium paper to cover that one up. I like it very much. Then, when I was looking for that, I came across my big boxes of matches. That's this one, quite a bigger size. And so I used the compendium kit also to make a bigger box. And I have nothing in it, as you can see. But I'll be working on that and doing something with it. I'm not really sure what. And then I did make, oh, sorry about that. I made a bunch of different size boxes. Most of these are empty. I think all of these are empty. This one, one of them I was going to do a side closure on. Yeah. I don't know where that one's at right now, but it doesn't matter. Oh, here. This is it. Anyway, I made some even smaller. And here are my smaller takes. And I've decided that I would add beads and jump rings to these small ones and make dangles or a charms for the end of the spine of my journal that I'm working on. So I will be showing you that in just a moment. Here's the dangle that I'm working on for my journal using the matchboxes. Of course, I have printed these out a much smaller than the original size. As you know, this is the size that they're supposed to be. And what I did is I have an option in my print to print 9 to a page. That's the second smallest image that I would be able to print out, and that's what I did to get this one, and I believe this was 6 to a page. You'd have to experiment with your own printer to see how you can make them smaller, but I didn't want to keep them closed like this and make a dangle or a charm, because I just thought it would be more fun if they were open so you could see that they're boxes. And this one, I didn't glue it fast yet. What you need is, of course, is little boxes, as small as you would like them. You will need some wire, maybe some of these bead end caps, maybe some beads. I used a garment pin on the very end of this, some jump rings, and I had this chain that I actually cut it apart into different lengths to join it together. And I'm just winging this. I have no pre-plan. I've not done this before. I've strung beads onto thread. Like here's a journal dangle that I made with beads, and it's just beads strung on, and some knots in between on gold thread. There's nothing really elaborate about it. It's just a fabric and bead spine tassel, I think it is. Anyway, something like that is what I'm making. I haven't decided all what I will add to this. Ribbons, silk, I don't know. I do these things as I go along, and whatever moves me or what I have in my stash. But to give you an idea of how I did it, as I said, you print out some of these boxes. And I take it apart, and then I take, you could use any kind of paper, coffee dyed. I'm using black cardstock. And what I did is I folded it into sections and push it. And now, I'll see if I can pull that out again so you can see. Here, I use my scissors to do that. I think I folded it about 6 times. And I kind of just eyeballed measured that. It helps to give it a little bit more strength. Then I took, and I'm going to call this my pokey tool. I have no idea why I have this. I have it for a very long time, and I've used it for many things. Anyway, I sat this and tried to just eyeball the center of the side of the matchbox, pushed a hole in there, turn it around, do the same on this side. Then what I did, okay, is I took that paper out and I put a piece of wire. This is artist wire 24 gauge is what I'm using. And I pushed that into the box, and I pushed it down with my thumb to get it against the bottom of the box. And then I just pushed the folded up cardstock on top of the wire. So now I have wire coming out of either end. On this box, all I did was twist the wire and add a jump ring. I'm not sure if I want to add beads like this. I have beads on this. If I slide this, you can see that I have the top and the bottom of that is the same. But as I said, I want the boxes open. And in this one I have the owl, and this one I have the raven, and I use the Judikins diamond glaze. I know other people use something that's like this. So whatever you have that would give this shiny effect, it would be what you could use. I just poured that in on top of the raven to help them pop out, and I'm going to do the same with the owl. And as I do each of these boxes, like this one, I had plans that I will put. Nope, she was in the bigger box. I didn't have one for this yet. So I have to look for a piece that I want in here. So I'll have to look for something. Once I find that piece, then, as I said, I'm going to go with this one. Put a little bit of glue on this. Of course, you could add some more paper to the back of this and make it pop up even more. Put her in the, try to get her in the middle. Oh, I didn't run my wire through. I'm telling you how to do it and not doing it the way I'm telling you. Pop it back out again. So we cut a piece of wire. I did have a piece of wire for that, but I decided it was too short. And I'd rather go too long than too short. It's difficult to add on when you're doing things like this. So we take that, push this through the holes. And of course, That's not going well. Alrighty, so why am I having difficulty getting that through? Let's try going the opposite direction. Got it through that one. There it goes. Alrighty. Now, as I said, I push it down with my thumb and kind of bend it back so it's at the bottom of the box, and do the same on either end. And you might have a better way of doing this. This is just the way that I've decided to do it. Again, and I'm going to pop that back in. Now hold the wire in place. And it has my little witch in there. I don't have to worry about getting the top back on until I connect it to this. But so I can continue working without this lid. And as I see some edges here that are white, just add some more ink to those edges to darken it. And it's forgiving as far as pushing and molding the shape around that. You could put glue in there to glue it in better, but I'm going to put that gloss on top of it. I think for this, I'll sort of do it the way I did this one and find a small end cap. If I can get two that are maybe alike here. I'm having difficulty. I want to apologize too. In my, previously I was sniffing. I have a bit of a head cold, so I've been coughing and sniffling. I'll use these. I'm going to put that on here. Then I need to find a bead. I was using these silver ones that I have here. And a lot of this, these beads and things are just from jewelry that I took apart. Whoops, sorry about that. Drop that on there. I think I put, yes, I have two beads. I am not a jewelry maker, as you can tell, and I'm starting to do more of this, but anyway, cut this shorter, hold on to the top of that so it doesn't go flying through the air. Take my round pliers, and I think that's still a little too long. Let me cut a little bit more of that. Okay. And pull this forward a little bit. Twist my hand over a little and turn that away from me. And twist that several times. There we go. Well, that's not perfect. I don't even know if this will end cap, if it's supposed to be that direction or the other direction. And I suppose it doesn't matter. It can be any direction that I want it to be, because I'm making it. Now I need some jump ring. And let's find where the split is. I don't know, my vision is really difficult for me to see here. Terrible lighting. You see why I don't do this on camera. Here we go. There. Put that on here. And I could hook it onto here. There we go. Now I should slide the lid up. And I could decorate the boxes, all of these, the outside of these, after I have this all put together as well. I'm going to just make sure I have that on. And I can slide it up. And then I can add the cap. Let's see, which one was it now? This one, I believe. Oops. Sorry about that again. I'm very close. And put two of the silver beads on. And trim it. And then I possibly should trim that even shorter than I did. I don't need quite that much on there. Well, that does not look very straight, but you know, I'm just going to go with it. You know, it's a junk journal, and it's just okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And as I do it, as I do more, they'll get better. But in the meantime, we're going to just go with the flow here. And I'm going to put a jump ring on the end. And I don't have I bought a bunch of charms for this, and I don't have them here on my desk, so I need to get the charms more for Halloween. But I'm going to close this for now. But I'm going to put a charm from those charms, silver charms, on the end here. When I watch others make these or do this, they seem so smooth and so precise, and I guess I maybe have been doing it for a while, practice more than I do. Anyway, that's how that is. As I said, I'm going to add the I'll open this back up again, if I can get my fingers in there to pull that. There we go. And I can put her, put the shiny thing on there. I can actually pull it off since I have it there. But anyway, it's sort of something like this is, and I'm not sure I like that. Now I might take that apart and add more of the black, another black piece of chain in between there. It has to not be too long. So anyway, I'm experimenting with it, and just thought you would like to see. I think I am going to put a little glue on this. And I'm going to just put the Judkins diamond glaze on there. Oh, keep hitting that. And sometimes it's difficult to get this to come out of here. I have to unstick it. And that looks like it's going to be what's going to happen with us today. So we get the pin, and we go in there and try to unstick it. It's coming. Well, it seems to be stuck again. This bottle, this product is pretty old, so I'm surprised that I'm still able to use it. But it needs a little fussing. What I should do is take it apart, take this lid off, and run it under very hot water. There we go. And try to get that unstuck. There we go. Now, she's a little blurry looking right now, but it'll dry nice and clear. And we'll wait. I'm going to wait for that to dry before I go on with other things. Sometimes I tap it a little bit to make sure, and use a tool to kind of make sure it's through to the edges. There's a bubble there. Pop that bubble. And if need be, I will do a second layer of that. So basically that's what I've been doing to make this dangle. I'm not going to make the whole thing here on camera. I wouldn't subject you to that torture. But that's my my plan, is to just make these boxes, and as I said, I might separate. I didn't find a chain for this until after I had put these two together. So, or I might take the chain off, and because as I said, I want to measure it to the book and make sure that it fits the spine of the book. Anyway, that's it. That's my make for day 21. I hope you follow along with the rest. We have until the 30th of the month. You will find the links for everybody's video under my description. And anyway, if you haven't joined along, I would hope that you would. And some fantastic Halloween makes are going on currently. Thanks. Goodbye.